Business failure. Today, I'm going to talk about what it takes to be successful in business, and quite frankly, why people fail in business. I got about 6 or 7 things today that I see so frequently why businesses fail. I'm a business owner. I'm going to a meeting today, meeting with clients and meeting with vendors, and our business is very successful. We've been in business for over 3 years. So what I'm sharing with you today are things that I've learned in business that has allowed me to be successful. And the first thing that I learned was start the right business. So many people start the wrong business. And what that means is you need to have a point system of how you evaluate a business idea, not just based on money. You should be evaluating, is it able to be scaled? Is it able to be ran someday without me? That means if I step away as the owner, is the business still going to make money? Does it fit my projected lifestyle? Am I going to be away from home for 2 or 3 months? That's not very good. Maybe you're okay with that. Where does it put me from a financial perspective? Am I going to be able to sell that business? If you can't sell a business, if a business isn't easily sold, then you're basically just kind of working a job for 30 years. So you want to make sure you start a business that is easily sold. So starting the right business is most importantly the correct thing to do, because if not, you're going to be building something that is not what you should be building. Number 2 is preparing to start that business. A lot of people fail to prepare to start a business. And what preparing means is that you're saving up money, enough money that you can go an extended period of time while your business is getting built without a paycheck. A lot of people, they get fed up, they're upset at their job, and they're saying, man, I want to be a business owner. I prepared for 9 months to a year before I started my business. I saved up over a year's worth of expenses. We worked on the website, we worked on prospects, we did everything possible that 9 to 12 months before we decided to go. That's why when we started our business, we actually did way better than we projected because we did so much work beforehand. What often happens is somebody gets fired up and they quit their job and then they start the business the next day and they're trying to replace that income that they had before. Well, the issue with that is that never occurs, and that forces that person to be like, wow, business is so hard, I'm not making any money, I guess I'm going to quit and get a job. And businesses go out of business. So number 3, the next thing here is businesses fail because they don't know how to manage their finances. A lot of businesses have a trail behind their expenses. Revenue trails behind their expenses. This means that if you own a construction company, you're buying material, then you're doing the job, and then you get paid later on. Well, what happens is often people, they will, once they get paid later on, they don't set any money aside for the next job. And they don't have any money. So they run out of money and they can't operate their business because their business requires money. Every business requires money. So once you start to get revenue in, a smart business owner puts money aside for expenses that will lead to revenue. So manage your money and make sure that you're able to keep your business alive. People run out of money, so they can't keep their businesses alive. Number 4 here is they do not have people in their circle of influence. Trusted professionals in their circle of influence. What is a circle of influence? A circle of influence is having people around you who are better than you at certain things. And that means, number 1, I'm gonna need a CPA accountant, because most people, even myself, who I feel like I'm pretty good at financial statements, I need a CPA to bounce ideas off of, because that's what that person does every single day. They're able to provide me advice on when to reinvest back in my business, provide advice of when I need to potentially get capital from a bank, where should I spend money to maybe have a little bit less expenditure on taxes. A CPA is able to help me with all those things. An attorney, a commercial attorney, a business attorney is allowing me to make sure that I am pairing myself up with good business deals, that I'm able to, that he or she is able to review those contracts and make sure that I'm signing up for something that I should be signing up for and not signing my life away. And also having that relationship when things go south or a business deal, something happens, having an attorney already with a relationship in place allows him or her to actually know your business and you're way ahead of time. Number three, have a commercial banker. A commercial banker, somebody who, if you need to raise capital for a big expense that will lead to revenue, having a relationship with a banker is super important. And I would also say the last thing here is a mentor. Having a business mentor, having somebody, an outlet that you can listen to that reinforces your ideas of being a business owner, that potentially gives you tips and tricks. I would like for you to consider my page. Give me a like and a subscribe. I am a business mentor. I don't charge anything. All I do is post a video every single day. And then the fifth thing here, the fifth and final thing that I would say why businesses fail is because they lose their spirit of grit. And usually that means that they stop selling. They start to rely on the referral system. They start to rely on their basically what they've done. You know, often a business owner will cold call, go cold visit, door knock, do all these things that are crazy in the beginning that you should do 100%. And they become successful, they make enough. Usually this is around a $200,000 to $300,000 range. They're making more money than they could ever really conceive of making before. So what they do is they say, it's time, I don't need to do that anymore. That's something that I did at the beginning, I don't need to do that. So what happens is the sales levels off because that grit, that grimy stuff that you were doing at the beginning leads to revenue. And then at some point you almost get too confident, too cocky, and you say, I don't need to do that anymore. I don't need to do that. I don't need to be cold calling. I don't need to be hitting myself in the head every day. I'm gonna relax. And that's okay. Every business has a point in which you've scaled it to a point where you're comfortable with, and maybe it doesn't make sense for you to continue to scale. But I will tell you that if you fall into these 5 traps, or you don't pay attention to these 5 traps, your business will go under, and you do not want your business to go under, because being a business owner is the best decision I've ever made in my lifetime. It's given me more flexibility, more freedom, and more money than if I would have gone and worked for somebody else. So don't throw that away by making one of these 5 mistakes. Again, if you like today's video, please hit like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I will be providing helpful content on the daily. Thank you.